Go back up to the house. You're causing delays. Take 2 to work. What are you all doing? Oh. He loves her. Okay. I love my morning walk to work. Look at the corn. Okay, obviously some is better than others. There's also forage sorghum growing out there, like these littler plants like this that are intro row. I don't know if you guys can see. They are the forage sorghum. The alfalfa is starting to get smothered out. We did not fertilize or any of that with our corn this year because honestly we didn't think it was going to make it, and it is still not going to make a ton. It will make tonnage, just not make a ton of corn. But it's food for the mama girls. We'll kind of talk about this more once we get to that point. But you can see the alfalfa is blooming. The blooms are just about out of it's just hot. So morning walks are my favorite. Curbside service right here, right?
No, you're Chariot.
Chariot awaits. Okay, so I've made a couple rounds. I've dropped a couple grabs. There's one. I'm gonna jump out and just check my bale weight, just to make sure the bales are still okay. So ideally what we're looking for is, can I flip the bales? So you come over, pick them up, flip them. That's kind of how we gauge our weight. We don't have a scale on the baler like some do, and it's still kind of packing. This might have been just a little bit wetter than the rest of it. I may have to go to another part of the field. Did you guys hear the fan? That's where it kicks at. You guys asked me a lot about that, where it'll revert and kick back out. Hey, hey, hey. Literally, hey. I finally feel like we're getting somewhere, kids. Finally. This week's kind of been one for the books, you could say. And I haven't felt that way in a long time. Or at least since we got stroll done. It has been very trying with the weather that we're having in Missouri. It is very humid. Today is like the first day that it's like not dying, but the tractor is reading 98.6. However, today the wind's blowing and you can't cut the humidity with a plastic knife. It's been pretty gruesome. It's been making hay very challenging. So this is the field that Jalen and I mowed down on Sunday. Today is Thursday. It is not ideal for alfalfa to sit this long in 100-degree temps. But the humidity has made it more or less be like we had gotten rained on. Essentially, that's the way it made us feel. The regrowth is phenomenal. That's why we've got to get this hay up today. Like, it's been a very big stress point. You can see that starting the discoloration, the bleached out from the heat. It's not ideal. It's definitely not what we want by any means. Jason has been stressed, biting his nails all week. Tempers have been hot. doesn't help that I am getting ready to leave on Monday, and then he is actually coming up on Wednesday. We will be at Farm Progress Show. I will be there Tuesday all day. I will definitely be in the Massey booth in the morning for sure, because I am going to be helping release to the media this 1842S small square baler that we have been running all summer. It's pretty exciting stuff. I know Carlene with Norden, the accumulator, I think she's going to be floating around. And then on Wednesday, I will be in the booth from 9 to 11. And Jason is coming up for the day, so you'll be able to see him too. We will be going live on Massey Ferguson's Hate Talk podcast, we won't be asking questions. We will be answering some of the questions you guys put in below. So please do all that. If you guys are at the Farm Progress Show, we are at booth 333, Big AGCO, you can't miss us. I will have some goodies, come get a picture, come share it to social media, and there will be a giveaway if you are subscribed and follow us, or if you choose to follow us that day. Don't buy my snacking trash. But Jason talked about the tractor earlier this week, about the sloped nosed hood, the visibility out the window. Like, this is beyond nice for a baling tractor. You want that sloped nose so you can run right over the windrow. We run an inline, obviously. I've never had to run anything besides an inline. Prior to, I ran an AGCO, then we had the first 1840, then we had the second 1840, and now we have the 42S. So I've only baled with an inline baler with him. However, he's not. He used to have, I think, a New Holland. Everything is at your fingertips in this tractor. It is so nice. You can control it with your left hand if you want to. You can slow it down here. You're not having to clutch and every time you're bumping through. I apologize, I had a phone call. But everything's at your fingertips. There's not having to clutch in between each range. I'm gonna do this left-handed because I'm cameraing with my right hand, okay? But hydraulics, you have 2 points, 1, 2. Then there's also the hydraulics here. We do have a Midland mic radio.
You got any like telegrams, chips, or anything?
He is always asking for my food. I have one bag of white cheddar popcorn.
You brought me a soda?
I did not bring you a soda.
Alright.
But you can have my water cup and my popcorn. He's so needy. It's like taking a child. This baler will bale up to 20% more capacity than, say, the 1840 style. So with the accumulator on the back and the longer tongue of this baler, I can't make my turns nearly as close. Kind of have to take my train around for a loop. Because this tractor will turn on a dime. I think Jason's actually got it set for the bare minimum. So like turn, you don't have to turn the whole wheel for the whole tire turn. Done baling. We just hauled the rest of it in. Jason did majority of it on his own while I was baling. So now we're gonna just go check cows. I've got supper to get ready, and we'll finish up getting ready. It's been in the Instapot all day, so I was thinking ahead today. And then call it a night, and then tomorrow we're going to mow, I think is the plan. When I can't keep all my stories straight. But look at all the content you guys are gonna get hit with, because I can't get caught back up this week. It's just been one of those things. So I thought I'd talk for a few minutes. This week has been hot, exhausting, mentally frustrating. The alfalfa nearly killed both Jason and I because it was so beautiful when we mowed it. It was gorgeous. The weather was perfect. And then we got called in for hot temps, which was totally fine. Jason's like, we can knock it out in one day and, you know, just get through it. And then we can start on the CRP that we're going to be baling because they extended the timeline. So that's what he's headed off to do this morning. He's going to go mow a bunch of CRP so we can large square it. But this alfalfa, it should not have taken all week. The humidity was so bad that the alfalfa was like not drying out. And instead what was happening, it was like it had almost gotten rained on, essentially. Like that was how high the dew point had been. So we really struggled with it, and it tested both of our patience and I think our marriage a little bit too. But this week's video is kind of lumped all together because the alfalfa just took those 5 days. The kids have went back to school. It is Friday. They are survived the 4 days of school this week. We do have a 4-day week, so Monday they'll be off. They'll have time to recoup. But I'm leaving. I'm leaving Monday, and I will be at Farm Progress Show. So here's the deal. If you come find me, make sure you guys get pictures, snag a sticker or an autograph, talk to us. Jason will be coming in on Wednesday for the live Hay Talk with Massey Ferguson. So that's exciting. We will be at the booth a good portion of Wednesday for sure. I'll be there all day Tuesday, so just find me. But on Wednesday, we will be there from 9 to 11 signing autographs, which really will probably, I'll just stick around. Jason really wants to see some different stuff, but I'll be there. So bring your questions, drop them below, and the good ones, Massey and I are going to weed through the comments and the questions and everything in between, from talking about the 5S to the 1842S and all things in between hay. So leave your comments below, and maybe it'll get answered on the Hay Talk podcast. So I'm done editing. I am going to snag Roxy and head to work. Well, this actually looks like pretty decent hay. safely delivered him lunch. He's gonna continue to mow, and I am gonna go check cows. It's 98 today. The humidity is still kind of... Yesterday it wasn't as bad, even though it was 100 degrees. The breeze was blowing yesterday. It's kind of still today. I'm gonna go check cows, check on things at the shop, just make sure everything's okay there, animal, livestock wise. And then I'm probably gonna go home and start trying to bury myself out of content that Jason and I have racked up this week. I haven't really taken any time to edit anything until today, knowing he was gonna be busy and not need me, since we've mowed I don't know how many acres are even here. This isn't ours. It's some CRP that we picked up. I had to turn around. He needed something. So, headed back to the shop now. The CRP he's mowing now isn't ours. It's something we picked up because Missouri and some of the other states did an emergency grazing, haying, something or another. Like what we did last month with the CRP. So we're going to pick up some more bales. We decided to large square it because I'm leaving Monday for Farm Progress Show. So it's got to be all mowed, raked, baled, hauled in before I leave Monday. And it is Friday. So he'll mow today. We'll rake, bale tomorrow. Hopefully we can get majority of it done tomorrow. Finish up baling on Sunday and then start hauling it in. Thankfully his parents are still home. His dad's been home the last couple weeks to help finish up silage and do everything. So that's kind of been an extra driver, makes everything go a little bit easier. The kids are back in school, so I'm not sure how much Keaton will be around to help. Between football practice and everything else, it's just kind of, it's part of life. And we want the kids to be kids, not just workaholics like their parents. So going back to school this week has been a tough routine for everybody. Jason and I have had to learn how to do things between just two of us again. Yeah. So I'm gonna head home. I need to do some laundry. I kind of just need to bury myself out of some content. I'm probably also going to pack for Farm Progress Show. So hopefully you guys see this. If I can get it all done, you guys are seeing this Monday. So if you're coming to Decatur, come find me at the Massey booth, 333. Jason will be here Wednesday. And yeah.